It was an electric first quarter for General Motors. The automaker outsold Ford in electric vehicles, snagging a second-place spot to market leader Tesla. Now, GM sales were 20,670, almost double those of Ford. Ford says renovations to a factory in Mexico clipped its sale numbers after production halted for 7 weeks. Still, the automaker's EV sales are up 41% from last year's first quarter. Ford has announced plans to boost capacity on all 3 of the electric models it currently has on sale. Overall, electric vehicle sales were up January through March in 2023, accounting for 7.2% of all new vehicle sales, according to the data gathered by Motor Intelligence. On overall vehicle sales, Ford set the pace as the best-selling brand for Q1. The automaker clinched the first-place spot, buoyed by strong performers like the iconic Ford Mustang. Our Dave Briggs is over at the New York Auto Show with more. Hey, Dave.
Hey there, how are you, my friend? I have never before sat behind the wheel of the legendary Ford Mustang until now. Just want to fire up this engine. That's right, it's not all EVs here at the New York International Auto Show. Muscle cars are still in style. Consumers still want some power. And Laurie Transou is the chief engineer of this beautiful car behind me, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Laurie, nice to see you. What makes this beautiful car so different than the Mustangs we've experienced in the past?
Yeah, hi Dave, thanks for having us here today. We have a brand new interior with a fully digital immersive cockpit. You can see the exterior has very modern and edgy styling. And then of course our powertrains. Mustang's all about power. Next generation 2.3 liter and the next generation 5 liter. Our 5 liter actually delivers 500 horsepower in the Dark Horse, so amazing horsepower. And then, as always, we like to introduce some fun features. So we have industry first drift brake, and then we also have an industry first remote rev.
We talk a lot about EVs. It is certainly the theme here at the New York International Auto Show. What are you finding consumers still want, though?
Yeah, I think absolutely there's people that want EVs, but there's a huge portion of people that still want an ICE powertrain, and in particular, an awesome sports car like the Mustang.
Obviously, the Ford Mustang Mach-E is the only top 5 selling EV not named Tesla, and people have really received it well. What makes it different than others on the market?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing that makes it different is it's part of the Mustang family. So it has several cues that are very tied to all of our Mustang products. So it's got amazing performance, very distinctive styling, and it's fun to drive. So we're super excited to have it part of our Mustang family.
And if you come down here, you can actually get not behind the wheel, but you can take a drive around the track with a professional driver. I have to ask you, you say the Ford family. You might be the Ford family. You are second generation. You are and the whole family is involved in Ford. What's the draw? What's the love affair?
Yes, absolutely. I think first and foremost, the products. But in addition to that, the culture. Ford has a great culture. They really take care of their employees and give us lots of amazing opportunities. So you're right, my whole family, including all my kids, work at Ford. So we have a lot of fun.
That's incredible. A lot of people would say, wow, it's nice to see a female chief engineer, in particular of a muscle car. Would you have advice for young women that want to get in, to want to break in and succeed in STEM?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an amazing journey. STEM is a great place to start, so it absolutely encourages people who are interested in engineering to learn more about it, get involved with STEM. There's tons of mentor programs, so being a mentor is great. Within the auto industry, there's all kinds of opportunities for young women interested in engineering. And it's not just the nuts and bolts, right? It's fun. We do strategy. We think about what products could be. We think about our customer and how do we appeal to them. So it's really a fun job. Want to make sure young women understand that too.
I hope so. I'm glad to see. And also there's a female engineer over at the Mach-E side. And I'm curious, you must be a real gearhead. What's happening to the traditional gearheads now that EVs are becoming so popular? Are they dying out?
Absolutely not. There's gearheads in every generation, and actually our Mustang is specifically targeting the next generation of enthusiasts. So we want to, of course, make sure we maintain our enthusiasts that we love today, but we're going to grow it to that next generation of young people who are interested in a fun sports car.
Ford has a goal of 600,000 EVs produced this year, 2 million by 2026. EV sales up 41%. You have had some challenges in that regard. What's the biggest obstacle into getting to those massive numbers and mass adaptability?
Yeah, I think we have a plan. My specific responsibility is Mustang ICE, so I'm not completely privy to all of that plan. But I know for Mach-E, we are growing volume end of the year, 270,000 units, and that's to meet our demand. So we've got really strong demand. It's an amazing product.
Supply chain issues really were the theme of the last couple of years in the auto industry. Where are those issues? Are they beginning to clear?
Yeah, right now we're not seeing any for Mustang. We are on top of it. We have a team that's constantly looking at supply chain, chip issues, and if they see something on the horizon, they reach out immediately and we develop an action plan. But right now, we're good.
So we already talk about a moat between businesses and others. What is the moat between this car and others on the market? What's its differentiator?
Yeah, well, performance for sure. 500 horsepower. Fun to drive. I think it's unique in that it harkens to the heritage of Mustang. We're celebrating our 59th birthday in a couple weeks, Mustang, so it harkens to the heritage. As a matter of fact, you can see several design cues from the early 1960s Mustang still available here, but yet it goes to the future. So we've got this immersive cockpit that has a fully customizable screen. You can do things like set a unique color tone. You can create your own unique drive experience by adjusting the exhaust, the steering, the suspension. So it's a little bit of the old and a little bit of the new, all wrapped around a super fun and amazingly sexy package.
Yeah, those screens are all so cool. Are they at all a concern for distracted driving, and how do you prevent that?
Yeah, not at all. I think that there are certain features that are locked out when you're driving, so things that you can't do when you're driving. And then when you're stationary and you're able to enjoy the screens, there's all kinds of things you can do to customize it and to make it your own.
All right, that is the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Laurie Transou is the chief engineer of that program. It is a beautiful car. I'm going to jump back behind the wheel and throw it back to you guys.